Here we go, people. Welcome to another first round battle between Topmanstan going up against FARZAN345. Here we go.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you listening?
Ricky J. Sparks.
Hey, what is up? Welcome to another first round battle, and this is Topmanstan using Conor McGregor and Farzan using Nate Diaz. Yo, man, yeah, let's go. Let's have a good match, you know what I'm saying? Let's do this. I want to advance in the tournament, Ricky. Well, let's see. Topmanstan. A lot of people know this guy from the UFC 2 days. I remember, guys, as this fight's rolling on and starting, I faced Topmanstan, and he always used John Salmon, and he had great stand-up. So let's see if he can incorporate that unbelievable UFC 2 stand-up into UFC 3. But remember, UFC 3 is a totally different ballgame. It's like going from Super Mario to Little Big Planet. There's a learning curve. Let's see what happens. Farzan looks like he's a gamer, though. Oh, nice little head movement, but Stan is content with just letting that window of opportunity kind of fly by. And from what I'm noticing here, you know, props to Farzan. He's a gamer, man. He's going to make this a fight. He's being patient. It's interesting that he's using Nate Diaz not as a southpaw. But as we see right here, this is an even fight. So Topmanstan, who, you know, a lot of guys were looking at the brackets, they were thinking, you know, he's going to advance easily in this first round. You know, he's gotten a little bit unlucky because Farzan, baby, is trying to, you know, get that first round upset. But Stan knows that this is 5 rounds. This tournament battle is 5 rounds. Oh, and Stan goes down. Farzan looking to Matt Serra. Topmanstan. You know what's so funny? They say that knockout Matt Serra on GSP back in the day was the biggest upset in UFC history. You know what? GSP never even defended the belt one time. And he was, what, 25 years old. How can you call that the biggest upset in UFC history? In my opinion, the biggest upset in UFC history, one of them has to be Dillashaw Renan Barão 1. That, to me, because everybody just put Dillashaw in. I think he was in like as a late replacement or whatnot. And he went in against Barão. And Barão at that point, he hadn't lost in like something like 8 years. And TJ put it to him, and I hope TJ wins. And I know all you Garbrandt guys are going to be upset, but look at this. Oh, wow, Stan. That's the thing. When you're facing any of these guys that know the game well, you just, even though you're hurting the guy, you got to be careful. And Stan lost that round, but he planted that seed to Farzan that you can't be reckless against him. But what was I talking about? Yeah, the biggest upsets. It's got to be Dillashaw Barão. You know what was another big upset that people don't talk about? Forrest Griffin versus Shogun 1. At that point, Shogun was coming from Pride, but you know what? All those Pride guys were juiced up. They come to the UFC and you know, they get tested, but Forrest Griffin came in there and he basically outlasted Shogun and choked him out. I believe it was in the 5th round. That was a huge upset. And how can you not say Holly Holm versus Ronda Rousey? But look at Farzan go. He's rocked him 3 times. And Stan is saying, forget this stand-up game. It's time to slow things down, folks. Some Boys to Men. Play some Boys to Men in the background. And it looks like Stan's going to be slow dancing for the rest of this fight. And he's hurt again. This is crazy. I'll be honest with you. When I loaded this fight up, I thought for sure Stan is just going to steamroll through him in 2 fights. But Farzan is far from out of this. No pun intended, people. And it looks like Stan is getting a little desperate here, throwing some haymakers from way out. And I think at this point, all Farzan needs to do is just touch him with some strikes, with some volume. Don't worry about going with the big strikes, man. Don't worry about going with the big bombs. Because Stan's head has been rocked. And let's see what Stan can do to change the tide. And he's going for the slow dance. But Farzan. Whoa. Nice. And then he breaks away. What I'm noticing though is that Farzan, his stamina is going down at a at a faster rate than Stan is. So Stan may be just leaning back, hanging back a little bit, because he may try to take him out in maybe in the 4th or 5th round. So Farzan needs to be aware that he's got to manage that stamina. It's like a long distance running, man. You can't be sprinting right out of the gate. And Farzan has been doing that, and there's still a long way to go. If he doesn't stop Stan, Stan may get him later on. That's the best back in the day growing up, when you would do like long distance running, and a lot of the guys would start sprinting out of the gate. If it was like a 1500 meter race or 800 meter race, and then after the first 100 meters they're already gasping for air. You gotta know how to pace yourself. And what I'm seeing here is, I think Stan's gonna go the route of just dragging this fight on, picking his spots, but Farzan's round. Farzan's round. He got the rocks. My only concern is that stamina. In a perfect world, it would be nice if Farzan gets a takedown and just kind of works his ground game for a round. But look at Stan. Stan's just looking for those sure openings. He's not going for, just throwing that jab out there like a lot of people do. That's what I do, to be honest. He's not going to start punching air. But this is crazy. This is an upset waiting to happen. Another upset, too, was Tim the Maniac Sylvia going up against Randy Couture back in the day. Remember that? Randy Couture, being 40 years old, comes back after being away after, getting knocked out by Chuck Liddell a couple of times. And he came back and he beat the heavyweight champion. And remember, he was a light heavyweight champion. Oh, and there's the tide that's been turned. As Stan, he's even taunting him, like, what's up? You hurt me in the first 2 rounds. It doesn't matter, I'm still here, I'm still standing. And respect to Stan for showing his resiliency, for showing his championship, whatever the word is. His championship desire. Oh. And Farzan looks like he's slowing down. And look at that stamina differential, boys. Look at that. Oh. I cannot believe what we're seeing right here. It looked like Farzan had this fight in the bag. But then the old stamina. He was throwing too much, too fast, too quick. And Stan was leaning back. He was waiting. He was letting him do his dance. And now Stan's like, it's my turn to dance. What is this, Zoolander? Oh my gosh. Oh, and what the heck? He's taking his chance, going for a submission in the tournament. This is risky. And he gets it. Topmanstan with an unbelievable comeback. This has got to be the best comeback so far in this tournament. Getting rocked multiple times and then being patient, laying back, and then winning. Unbelievable stuff by our good buddy Topmanstan. That's the thing with Stan. You just never know, man. You just never know if you got him or not. But here we go, the second fight. And Stan's like, you know what, forget this. I don't want to be compromised when it comes to the stamina game. I'm going to use a guy who's really good when it comes to stamina, and that's Georges Ross St. Pierre. And let's see. I love how Farzan went with the big brother. He's like, you beat my younger brother, now you're gonna have to try to beat me. But let's see what happens. Now that both of these guys had a feel of each other, look at this. It's interesting to see what strategy they employ. And Stan going with the back clinch. Oh, hopping on board. And it looks like Stan is going to test this guy's grappling. Just looking at this, if Stan goes through, I would love to see him against my good buddy, Sliverine Killer. Nice. Both guys, you know, have really good grappling, obviously. Nice denial.
Excellent movement on the ground here, always trying to better his position.
Look at Stan go. And at this rate, this fight may not last very long. If he could do this. Oh, it's going north-south. Oh, he wanted to switch positions. And gets crucifix on the other side. I don't know if he did that on purpose, but it's working. And Farzan, he's got to move. Farzan's head. Look at his block. Going down. Oh, gets the mount. See, in this position for me, I always love to just start unloading. You got to be quick because you may lose that position. But Stan, he's good. Oh, and he's going for a submission here. Oh, every time somebody gets a submission in, my dog doesn't like it and Stan doesn't get it. And let's see if Farzan can showcase his offensive grappling ability. Oh, good denial. See, right there, I always go R2 and up for that denial. Oh, belly-to-belly suplex. Back in the WWE days, I used to love hearing Gorilla Monsoon saying the belly-to-belly suplex. That and getting hit in the kissa. Rest in peace. It's so crazy in WWE, man. Those 80s wrestlers, they all died so young. Such a shame. I was watching a match. Mr. Perfect versus Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah! And they're both dead, man. Even Bobby the Brain Heenan was in Mr. Perfect's corner and he died as well. So sad. But apparently, you know, it's been going on for a while that WWE has now a strict drug policy. But how are they not juiced up still? I guess certain steroids are illegal. I don't know. But oh, Stan showcasing his gymnastic. I love GSPs. Like if I had to start, I don't do a good GSP impersonation, but he's like, if I had to start it over, my first activity that I would do growing up would be gymnastic, not hockey or karate. But it's crazy how in this fight, the second fight, Topmanstan in a way is neutralizing the onslaught of offense that Farzan was employing. And that all he's doing, and from what I'm seeing, is showcasing different forms of offense. Striking, clinch, grappling, and I feel like it's throwing Farzan off. Farzan being a little gun shy, but also he may be thinking too that he kind of gassed out in that first fight. If I'm in Farzan's corner, I gotta just tell him, man, just go for it. Don't do a lot of watching because Stan's gonna slow dance with you. See, like right there. Goes right into the slow dance and watch out for... Wow, I was gonna say watch out for the knees to the body, but then even Stan's confusing me and he's going into stack.
Excellent movement and transitions here on the ground, staying busy.
And look at this, they're playing footsies. Oh, good job by Farzan. And Farzan trying to unload a little bit here. But like I said, the way Topmanstan has changed his strategy, changed his game plan right here is throwing Farzan off. And he's going for a takedown. Look at that. Quick little takedown. And I think from what I saw, you know, he got close to him, planted his feet, and then went for it. Wow. Look at Stan. He went That's crazy. See, I gotta figure. You learn every time. You guys tell me in the comment section. He went from being in rubber guard right into stack. How did he do that? L1 and something? Let me know. Or was I seeing it wrong? And he's just chipping away at him.
Good punch.
And I think Stan is really, he's content with dragging this fight on GSP styles
Look at this. Nicely done.
to 5 rounds and just winning the rounds. And he's cleanly won the first 2 rounds. He went right into the stack here.
He's stacking him again.
Side control? Nope. Back into stack.
1 minute. Covering up, doing an excellent job of stopping the ground and pound.
Wow, look at this.
And busy as he looks to improve position here.
Nice.
Up again here, but Hurton.
Farzan's out. I wonder if Stan's going to employ a nice little taunt. He did it last time at the end of the round.
With that right hook.
Oh, but then nice and carefully goes for a nice little takedown. Is he going to get up? Or he's going to try to pound him a bit.
Always trying to better his position.
2 rounds in the books, people.
2 rounds in the books.
Oh, GSP didn't hear the bell. Yeah, that's definitely Stan's round. Did I see that right? That Farzan had 0 significant strikes, or was it 9?
3rd round underway.
Jeez.
Now starting off this round, you've got to think that the barrage that he endured.
See, the way I see it too here is, see, Farzan's got to win this round, because if Stan can win this one, that'll be 3 rounds to none, and then Farzan's got to finish him. If you know what I mean. Nice. Follow it up. Just got to follow it up with something else. I feel like Farzan's being gun shy in Topmanstan, showcasing his ability to please the crowd and please all the YouTubers watching. All the YouTubers. Only 25K. And by the way, thank you so much for everybody that said congratulations on 25,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. 25,000 subscribers. That can't even fit a hockey arena. There's 25,000 people that care about ooh, that care about what goes on this channel. Are you kidding me? So thank you so much. I'm seriously humbled by the support. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this tournament. And I'll be honest, it's a lot of work. I'm always messing around on my phone trying to get the brackets up to date and even trying to post videos of all you guys. But it's a great way, in my opinion, of getting your audience involved into your channel. You know what I mean? And they always say they have on YouTube a YouTube creators kind of academy. And I don't go to it all the time, but sometimes I'll watch video and read on it, and they say it's always good to engage your audience. You want your audience to feel like they're a part of the channel, and hopefully this tournament is making you feel like you're a part of something. Engaging the audience is the #1 thing. And I gotta think of more ideas. And by the way, says Stan is looking to pull away in this round. I'm not gonna let the cat out of the bag, but it looks like due to some amazing people in this world that we may have a sponsor for this tournament. So prizes may be given out for those guys. I gotta iron out the details, but we are going to have very, very certain that we're going to have prizes for this tournament due to some great sponsors. I love that companies are coming to good old Ricky J to collaborate and work together. So let me know your thoughts on that. Oh! And this is just for you guys. Oh, what pushback by Farzan! What pushback by Farzan! He still lost the round, but look at this. He's got to keep on going, man. He's got to just go down with the shield right here. But yeah, this is definitely just a hobby. I have a full-time job, but you know, imagine one day if this could be my primary income, that would be amazing. But as it stands now, the odd time maybe I can buy a game at Best Buy. But I'm not doing it for the money, I'm doing it for the love, the passion. And look at that nice little sway to the side by Stan. You really got to have some big stones to do that after being rocked. And it looks like Farzan is really going for it now. His tournament life is on the line right here. He's just got to go for it. I would rather roll the dice and get knocked out in a brutal fashion than to lose by decision. And he's smart enough to understand that he can't be just winning these last 2 rounds and winning the fight. He's going to be gone. He's got to go for it. You know what I love? If you're ever bored, use Nick Diaz. I believe you hold L1 and... Oh my gosh. 2 buttons. I can't remember. I only can do it when I see it, but he does that axe kick. And that axe kick is great to use, especially when your opponent's rocked and they think you're going to go to the body, and you work that axe kick and it goes down low and up high and you hammer time on him. But right here, Farzan... Oh my gosh. Farzan had too many drinks, and what respect by Stan. Oh, but Stan's hurt. You can't be doing that. Wow. Oh, and a secure and smart takedown by Stan to nullify temporarily Farzan's offense. And Farzan's a man. Oh. Oh my gosh. He had the submission the first fight. What? Wow. Could he get it? No way. Oh. But look, top left, people. Head health. Farzan's head health after that is flashing. He basically just could blow on him and Farzan will go down. This is crazy. But Farzan, if he was in a different part of the bracket, he can move on to the 2nd, 3rd round. It's just unfortunate that he bumped into Topmanstan. You know what I say, Farzan? If you have an Xbox One... Oh, nice takedown. Well, if you know anybody that has an Xbox One, when I do the Xbox One tournament, get in on this, man, because I feel like you're up against some tough competition, but you could beat the majority of the guys that are in this tournament. And I'm a fan of Farzan. But who knows? It's not over. He could pull something off here. He could pull something off. But I'm just amazed with Stan's ability to just switch his game up after that first fight. And he's really trying for these submissions. And he got far along in that first attempt. Oh, I just ran out of real estate right there. Still got a dominant position. Jeez, and we're going to go to the 5th round. Unbelievable. Last round. And it's 4 rounds to love. If I'm channeling my inner Eddie Bravo from back in the day, it's 4 rounds to none. Yeah, 4. I don't know, maybe 3 10-9s and a 10-8. Look at that. Round 1, 0 significant strikes. Unbelievable. So at this point, if I'm in Farzan's corner, you gotta just go for it. Go to from UFC 3 to Street Fighter 2. Just go for all the crazy attacks. Because if you can get him, if you can get Stan dipping one way and you go for that axe kick or a high kick or something or an overhand, you may somehow win the fight. And I said it before, GSP's head health in this game for some reason is not the best. Oh boy. And it looks like Stan is just finding his groove and just letting things go. Oh boy. It's the beginning of the end. Is he going to go for it? He's going for another one with a nice little breakdance move to get the other arm. And this is done. Topmanstan is a player to be reckoned with in this tournament. And Farzan, good job, man. And what a crazy first round battle. The submission specialist, Topmanstan, changing up his game plan and taking the 2 fights. But anyhow, people, let me know your thoughts are on this fight. Remember, if you haven't gotten your fights in, I'm telling you right now, get it in by Saturday because, you know, Sunday I want to you know, try to start round 2. And if I don't hear from you by Friday night, I'm taking you out and putting somebody else in, because I don't want idle fighters in this tournament. All right, people? So if you haven't yet gotten your fight in, get it in ASAP. Get it in now. Let me know, man, and message me, RickyJSports@outlook.com. Anyhow, people, I'm out of here. This is Ricky J, baby, from Ricky J Sports, and you are awesome.